is Juan Fernandez from the Película in Puerto Rico. Hey, Bobby, thank you so much for taking the time to talk about the new Lego Rebuild the Galaxy Star Wars show. And first question is a basic one. What's your first memory of connecting with Star Wars? You know, because mine has been since 3 years old, A New Hope. So I wonder, when did you land within the Star Wars fandom?
Yeah, same thing. I think my first movie was Jedi in the theaters, but my first thing was the figures. I think I started seeing clips and like going to get the Kenner action figures was huge for me. That was like I
Uh-huh.
remember getting one of those was like a big deal. And now that you're saying that, now I'm just realizing this wasn't like my first thing, but that the Ewok Adventures on TV, like those
Mm-hmm.
were, I remember watching those like religiously. I think I wore the tape out of those. Yeah, same though. Ever since I was little.
So given that, as Jedi Bob, you got lots of fun things to do, but are you kind of jealous that the pet an Ewok joke is not something that you get to do as Jedi Bob, given your
No,
relationship
I
with
am. I wish, but I'm so happy that I'm in, and the amount of Star Warsy things I got to do makes up for it. It's the best. It's like going to play in the greatest playground ever. It was the best.
So, given that, I mean, from SNL and other comedy stuff that you do, you guys sort of feed off of other performers. So, how is it sort of, the voice work aspect of it? Because it's kind of always kind of mind boggling how energetic the performance is. And then I just realized that maybe it's just you and another person in the booth. So, I wonder, how does that work?
I think it was all three for this one. Like there were some where I was just alone. There was some I did in a closet right over there. There was some I went and did with others. I think there was one day where almost the whole cast was there. There's still some I've never met Gaten Matarazzo. He's
Mm.
absolutely fantastic. I've never met him. Uh, but yeah, there were days where like I had a day with Tony Revolori where I got to do some stuff, and other people. It definitely changes your performance when you're with other people, but also I find that this is different from other voiceover work because I was just playing Star Wars. Like I don't think in
Yeah.
voiceover stuff I'm sitting there going, I'm using the force and throwing people as much as I was for this one. They were like, okay, bring it down, relax.
Too much use of the force. That's pretty.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good.
exactly.
That's a pretty good note. All
Yeah.
right. So I one of the things that I like about the show is it sort of like takes the piss off the fact that there's nothing really sacred. That Star Wars is not a sacred text. That is just storytelling. So where do you land in what's happening within the conflict within the Star Wars fandom? Do you and where do you see the show sort of providing sort of a gateway for everybody to just calm down and get along?
I think everything has toxic fandom. I think Star Wars gets it a lot because it's easy. It's an easy target to make fun of adults who like this children's thing. But I also think that like the fandom isn't that toxic. I think it's also one of the best fandoms in the world. As far as like all the conflict and stuff, like it's just watch Yoda, just watch him use the Force and be kind to him. Isn't
Yeah.
that the whole isn't that the whole thing? Like it's just that. It's look at this guy with a lightsaber, save the other guy with a lightsaber, or and let's learn something and have fun. I also think that this special in particular is maybe Star Wars's best attempt at kind of poking fun at itself, at kind of going,
Mm.
maybe we don't take this too seriously. Maybe it's just a bunch of kids playing with toys. And and I think that's the tone of that is really good in this. Mark Hamill making fun of Star Wars in a Lego Star Wars um
Priceless, priceless,
thing.
priceless.
It's great. It's great. There's no
Yep.
harm. No, it's the best. It's the fans love him and love the show, and it's the best.
All right, sir. So my time is up. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Okay. Stay safe. Thank you so
Have a
much.
good day.